Hello everyone. This short lecture is a part of my Architecting an AI enabled data center course. And in this particular short video, we will be looking at one analogy and try to understand why GPUs are so hard on the network. So I will not be going into any of the technicalities or the nitty-gritty details of this concept. What we will be looking today is just one short story, and we will connect the dots with the GPUs and what that transformation is on the network side that these GPUs are looking when we are talking about an AI enabled data center. So, I want to start with this story where my 7-year-old daughter came to me one day and said that, Papa, we do not do any movie nights. While I was surprised at the ask, I knew that the kids these days learn really fast. So hesitantly, I agreed to the ask, and we did watch movie on that day, and we occasionally do that. And on one such occasion, and by the way, in all these movies, she used to sleep with the first half an hour. But if the movie is interesting, I need to watch because the interest is developed. So, on one such occasion, we were watching a movie based on car racing, and this was quite similar to Formula One race. So, if you are aware what Formula One race is or have some interest there, you will be able to relate to this story. So, at one particular scene, there was this race going on, and Hero came to a pit stop for changing the car tire. So immediately when the car stopped, the pit crew members jumped on the job, they changed the tire, and there, this one particular member was not able to find the right nut to fix the tire. And he was looking here and there, and they were losing out on the time. When the supervisor saw this, he immediately jumped with the right nut, took the tool, screwed the tire, and the car just moved on. It was an Indian movie, so hero has to win. So this guy won the race, but this kept me thinking on these pit stop crew members' job, and I started looking at it because I do watch these Formula One races occasionally, so I do have some interest, and I thought of doing some research on this. Basically, wanted to understand their job better. So I I looked at some historical facts around this, and during 1960s, do you guys know how much the average pit stop timer was? Without going into the specific details, it was somewhere in few minutes. Fast forward to today. Do you want to take a guess how much is the pit stop timer now for the Formula One races? You may very well pause this video and take a random guess, but this is somewhere around 2 to 3 seconds. So from minutes, this time had came to 2 to 3 seconds. You may argue with me that Sunil, the tools have changed, technology have changed, some sort of automation have also kicked in, which had resulted into this transformation. But there is one more thing which had changed. And that is the topic of interest for this video. And that is how the crew members attack the job. Before we move further into our analogy, one more point here. Even though the rest of the crew members have done their job, all three tires are properly mounted. But just because this one tire was not tightened properly because of that nut issue, the car cannot move. And this point is very crucial for our analogy. So, earlier, if we take this hypothetical car, which doesn't look like a racing car, by the way, and our pit crew members, when the car come, these members, they go on the job, they unscrew the tire, they take the new tire, put it, and then screw that new tire, and the car just move on. So here the members were having these responsibilities, and this you may call it as loosely coupled system. Now, what I mean by this term, it will be clear in the next few minutes. Fast forward to today, with all these right tooling, the automation in place, the change that has happened is how these pit crew members basically attack the job. So, what happens is, without going into the specifications, exact specifications, when the car is about to come, there is this first set of crew members are ready with the right tool and attack all the four tires together and unscrew them in one go and set aside. The next set of crew member come with the right tire, they remove it, put it back and set aside. Then these first set of crew member come again with that tool and screw the tire, and the car just move on. This is what we call it closely coupled system. And this has actually resulted in that drastically lesser time that the car halt at the pit stop. So, what it basically has to do with the GPUs, or what it has to do with the AI enabled network. Basically, the network has to take the same shift from loosely coupled system to a closely coupled system for AI enabled infrastructure or data center. How it basically does that, we will be discussing in our upcoming modules. But I hope this short analogy let you understand what transition, what transformation we are talking when we move to a data center where GPUs, basically thousands of these GPUs, where they are assigned with one particular task, finish it, set aside, are connected. How does that network will look like? So with that, I will see you in our next lectures with some more details around this. Thank you.